my friends. Welcome to your Astrology Forecast tarot reading and yoga class for the week of July 15th through 21st. My name is Natasha, also known as Nurse Natasha. We're going to get right on into it. We are gearing up for our second full moon in Capricorn. You heard that right. Second. Our last full moon was in Capricorn. This month's full moon is in Capricorn. It's coming up on the 21st. And we have some things leading up to it. We're going to talk about all of it here. Like I said, this is going to be the astrology for the week, a tarot energy check-in for the week for the collective. Congratulations if you made it here. You're part of the collective. Welcome. Say hi, hello in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling, what kind of energies you're picking up on this week, and if this reading resonates with you once it's finished. And then again, at the end of this, there is going to be a yoga class. Now, I'm an accessible, trauma-informed, plus-size yoga teacher. This yoga class will be all levels friendly, and it's just a way to channel the energies of this week into something more physical. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I will also have on my channel a full free yoga class and tarot reading for the full moon in Capricorn that's coming up. If you want a little bit more in depth on that full moon, so hit that subscribe button. I do this literally every week for free. I put out these free weekly forecasts and free yoga classes and tarot readings for every new moon and full moon. So yeah, let's get into it. So this week, it's kind of, we're just like gearing up to that second full moon in Capricorn. So that's at the very end of this week on the 21st. And, think back to, if you will, last month in June, we had our first full moon in Capricorn partnered with the summer solstice. So it was a pretty powerful full moon, and I don't really want to say like positive or negative because I don't think there's like good or bad energy. I just think there's energy that we need to work with. I don't want to kind of bring it down or anything. But the last full moon in Capricorn that we had in June was definitely a bit more, again, kind of positive or more like energizing than this one that we have coming up. So the last one, because it was kind of partnered with that summer solstice, it was kind of a chance for us to recommit and reinvest to ourselves, to our goals. Capricorn is kind of the workhorse or the work goat of the zodiac. The Capricorn is ruled by the devil in the tarot and Saturn. And these are both things of like hard work, mastery, also the shadow self. But, Saturn is our planet of karma, of up-leveling, of graduation, of mastery. You might have heard like going through your Saturn return around every 27 to 30 years. It's this, it's kind of an intense time, right? Because when we go through that up-leveling process, we go through that kind of like mastery of like a initiating or like graduating to the next level. It's not easy. Think of it like it really is an initiation, right? That's kind of how Saturn feels. Like it's not easy, but it's going to be worth it. You know what I mean? And so these full moons in Capricorn are kind of coming for us. Again, that first one was a little bit lighter, a little bit more positive because of the summer solstice. It was like a chance for us to revisit our goals and reconnect with our goals and reinvest in ourselves and our goals, re-energize, bring some life back into our goals basically. And then we had this wonderful soft new moon in Cancer come through. And we're in Cancer season, so the sun is in Cancer. So there's definitely kind of like that soft, sweet, nostalgic, cozy energy. But now we're gearing up for this second full moon in Capricorn. And this second full moon in Capricorn on July 21st is also going to be backed by our Saturn and Neptune retrograde in Pisces, but mostly that Saturn retrograde in Pisces, because again, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It is this heavy energy of graduation, of up-leveling, of karma. And at least for me, and I know this has kind of also been in a collective, what it's really felt like since that last full moon in Capricorn, since this kind of Saturn retrograde started to get into the energy, has been pretty much, it's like you're gonna up level whether you like it or not. You might feel that like the things that may have been holding you back from having that graduation moment are just being taken. Like people that do not serve you, things that do not serve you, whether it's a job, a person, an energy, a place, anything is just being like taken away. And it doesn't feel nice, right? At first you're like, what the heck? Like, But it's like, in the back of our minds, we know that whatever it was that got taken away, like wasn't right for us. It was toxic or whatever. And the Saturn retrograde and these like Capricorn full moons just like snatch it. They're like snatched and like threw it. And, again, it can kind of feel aggressive when like the things that, this is that devil energy, right? Again, Capricorn is the devil in the tarot. It's that devil energy of like those things that we know we're not supposed to be doing, or those people we know we're not supposed to be like around, or what, again, a job partner, whatever. It's like we knew. And then the Capricorn full moon energy and that Saturn energy just came and just took it and was like, you're done. Like, you can't have this anymore. This is not a part of the new life. It was a part of the old life. It's not a part of the new life. And that being said, it doesn't mean that whatever you know was kind of taken, whatever you're being forced to kind of let go of, it doesn't mean it was all bad, right? Sometimes it was just something that served us in our old life with our old purpose, our old versions of us, and it doesn't any longer. So it's like, time to go, bye. And then just got, you know, it very, I mean, at least for me, like very aggressively, like, wrong, like this isn't yours anymore, we're taking it, we're throwing it away, like, because you need that to up level. If we're not willing to do it ourselves, the energy is going to do it for us, right? And that's what this energy is feeling like. So the second full moon in Capricorn on July 21st is backed by that Saturn retrograde. It, you know, think about full moons. We know full moons are about releasing. And Capricorn is the sister sign to Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So imagine that, you know, Cancer and Capricorn are opposites. So when the moon is in Capricorn, it feels kind of a little bit emotionally stunted. But this one, I think, is going to kind of be the final, like, whatever started under the last full moon in Capricorn, you know, again, you recommitted to your goals, you recommitted to yourself. This is going to be the final kind of crossing of the threshold into that energy. So you might feel like some doors are closing, which, you know, is never fun to have those doors. And it's not even like being closed, it's just kind of being like slammed in your face. You know what I mean? It's just like gone, wrong. You can't go through that door anymore. And we're like, like that meme, we're on the bars, like, let me in. Like, but you know, the energy is saying, no, you got to move on. So the best thing you can do for this full moon in Capricorn is let those doors close. Move on. You know, I just noticed Temperance, look how shiny that is lurking at the bottom of the deck. It's all about patience, balance, harmony, moderation. You know, those doors are closed. And that's the thing. I really think that with this second full moon in Capricorn, yes, this might be the final, like, closing of those doors, like, you know, chains across the doors, they're locked, you're throwing away the key, but then another door is going to open. So anyways, I will have more on this full moon in Capricorn here on my channel. Again, a full free yoga class and a tarot reading for that full moon in Capricorn. The other energy that we have going on this week is we have, again, the sun still in Cancer. This is kind of wrapping up our Cancer season. Again, we have Saturn in Pisces, or excuse me, Saturn and Neptune retrograde in Pisces, which is a very graduation, bringing things into reality. You know, you're kind of being forced to not like daydream as much about like your goals, your wishes and dreams, but actually like do it, actually like bring it into the real world. And then the other major transit that we have happening this week is Mars is moving into Gemini. And honestly, I'm pretty excited about it. I think that's a pretty good energy. You know, Mars is our planet of like action and passion and power, aggression, sensuality, and to move into Gemini, which is, you know, an air sign, a very intellectual sign. It's like, okay, so, you know, we know what we want. We have our action. We have that, you know, with all this Capricorn energy and the Saturn energy, we know our goals. We know what we're trying to get to. And Mars and Gemini is kind of like, almost like the how. It's like analyzing how to get there, planning. I wrote down strategy, you know, strategizing how we're going to get to those goals, wishes, dreams that we have. So it's a pretty good energy. Again, I don't think there's good or bad, positive, negative. It's just energy that we can work with. Some of it is definitely a little bit more intense. And that full moon in Capricorn that's coming up is definitely going to be intense. But I believe in us, y'all. We can do it. So now let's check in with the tarot. Let's see what's going on here. Like I said, we already have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. This is actually the card of Sagittarius, and such a beautiful card. This is the Ethereal Visions, that's what it's called, deck, the Luna edition. And again, Temperance is our card of Sagittarius. And I always think it's funny that Temperance is the card of Sagittarius because I'm a Sagittarius rising. And, you know, Sagittarius is a fire sign. It's very impulsive and wants to go travel and like run around and do things. And Temperance is kind of the opposite of that energy. Temperance is like, slow down, calm down, listen to your guides, patience, harmony, balance, moderation. And that's what we need to focus on right now. You know, I forgot to mention, we also have Mercury and Venus in Leo. So while the sun is in Cancer and Mercury and Venus are in Leo, there can be this energy of indulgence. You know, maybe indulging really deep into your nostalgia, into kind of lavish, luxurious extravagance. Like that Venus in Leo is very expensive. Venus in Leo is very rich. You know, it's a very, you know, Venus is our planet of love and beauty and attraction, and it's in Leo. So we've probably been feeling the urge to, like, you know, maybe go a little bit out there with our appearances, changing things in our appearances, or really, and then Mercury in Leo, really expressing our feelings in a very dramatic, kind of loud, Leo, confident sort of way. The best example I can give for that is me and my best friend went to one of my other friends' birthday parties, and it was themed as like hair metal, and we like went all out with our costumes. I mean, we teased my hair to the gods. I look like what's his face from Motley Crue. Very, very extravagant with your outward appearance and how you're expressing yourself, really, with those two planets in Leo. It's all about customizing that avatar, my friends. I just got this ghost shirt because it's literally Ghost and Phantom of the Opera. I'm like, what could be better? And I cut the sleeves off. It's like kind of customizing and expressing yourself with your physical appearance and things like that, and how you express yourself with that Leo energy. So I'm not mad about it. I'm a Leo moon. I love it. And look at that. There's the Ace of Wands right there. There's that fire energy coming through. Like, be on fire. Now's the time to be on fire about what you're passionate about, or what you enjoy. Aces are fresh starts, new beginnings, new creative beginning, new creative passions. This would be a great time to Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Go forward. Boldly go where no man has gone before. Charge forward into those things that you're passionate about. Take this, this heavy Leo energy that we got going on now, and use it to like channel it. Use that fire energy to get things done, to kind of catapult yourself forward and have free expression and passionate expression. And this is really the time to be pursuing the things that you're passionate about. Two of Cups. Yeah, very soft. This is that Cancer energy coming through. It's a very soft, sweet sort of energy. This is a baby card to the Lovers. Also just realized there's like a lion right there. So a little bit more in that Leo energy for sure. But the two of Cups is water. Cups are water. And the Two of Cups, while it is the baby card to the Lovers, can be a card of like friendship, flirting, a new relationship, that kind of thing. It's a very like fun, flirty, social energy. I think that with these planets in Leo and Mars and Gemini, it would definitely be a good time to like get out and go do stuff, to like go be social and to go meet new people. And again, with that Leo energy of Mercury and Venus and Leo, go out and meet new people, and don't be afraid to be yourself. Again, with that Ace of Wands, Two of Cups is like, go out, meet people, be fun, be yourself, express yourself authentically. And that will kind of lead to that Two of Cups energy of bringing people around you that are going to enjoy you for who and what you are. So we love to see that. Absolutely. Just confirming literally everything I just said. The Star. The Star is the card of authentic expression. This is the card of Aquarius. We know Aquarius is kind of the weirdo of the zodiac. I say this with having 2 Aquarius placements myself. I love Aquarius. My dad was an Aquarius stellium. I love it. And the Star, look at, she's holding that star right there. The Star is our North Star, our guiding light, a light at the end of the tunnel. The Star comes after the Tower, and it guides us forward to what we truly want. I always compare the Star to, if you know me, I'm obsessed with Pirates of the Caribbean. My Jack Sparrow tattoo is actually the first tattoo I ever got. But in Pirates of the Caribbean, when Jack has that compass, it doesn't point north, it points to what he wants the most. That's the Star. Follow your North Star. Don't be afraid to be authentically you, to go after what you want in its most authentic nature. And the Star is a great card. It can also be a wish come true. It can also be, again, the light at the end of the tunnel, the light after destruction and chaos, right? Comes after the Tower. So, we love it. I would love to know what your North Star is. Like, what if you had Jack Sparrow's compass, what would it point to? I would love to know in the comments. All right, there's that King of Swords. And that's that Mars and Gemini energy. Moving forward with mental clarity, with intellect, like taking the time with that Mars and Gemini energy to like figure out the best path ahead, the strategy, the planning, the like, okay, I know what I want, and now how am I going to get it? The King of Swords is the king of the mind, the king of intellect, clear mind, boundaries, is very kind of heavy in that swords energy. And the Knight of Pentacles. We got a king, we got a knight. And it's funny because this, I would say, all these other cards like Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, the Star, King of Swords, it's very exuberant energy, very passionate, very, not all fire, but like has that kind of like passionate, forward motion kind of energy. And the Knight of Pentacles is like, slow and steady wins the race. We need to harness all this really potent, powerful energy of like following our dreams and our passions and whatever, and take it slow. This is that Saturn retrograde, the full moon in Capricorn energy coming back to ground us, because sometimes we can get all that. Literally, again, the Knight of Swords still at the bottom of the deck. Like, when we get that fire lit under our butt, where we're like, I know what I want, I'm gonna go for it, let's go, let's do it, we can just kind of be the Knight of Swords and really just try to shoot off like into oblivion. And remember, we started with Temperance, so that like exponential, like super aggressive lightning bolt kind of energy, that's not what we're trying to go for. We want the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Take all this energy, harness it, and then move forward with focus, with a stable foundation. You know, don't just like, bleh, you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. You know, the Four of Pentacles can sometimes be a card of like a scarcity mindset. You can see how much she's clutching that pentacle, but I think it's just a kind of, not a warning, but like a reminder to take calculated risks, to not just like, you know, explode and take a risk that might be too big, right? You know, there's definitely some risk taking here. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Star, you know, things like that. But again, slow and steady wins the race. This Saturn retrograde and this full moon in Capricorn is reminding us of that mastery concept, of that up level concept, that graduation energy, stable foundation. Like, you know, we can't just, we have to like build the foundation first before we can like have the thing at the top that we really want. If you try to like climb a rickety old ladder up to like this whatever the star that you're trying to get to, you're probably going to fall. So why don't we build that stable foundation first and then work up, you know? And it doesn't mean there's going to be any less power or passion behind it. It's just being a little bit more cautious and having that stable foundation. So, you know, all right, we're going to clarify with this deck. I found that on Amazon. It's like almost like a tutorial deck, because I also think with this Mars and Gemini energy, it'd be a great time to learn, to educate yourself on things, the things that you're passionate about, the things that are relevant to your goals. And so it can kind of teach you the cards. It has both the upright and the reverse definitions of the cards on it. So we have the Nine of Wands right there at the bottom of the deck. If you watched my last reading, the Nine of Wands was very prevalent in that reading as well. This is the Almost There card. I always say Almost There from Princess and the Frog is kind of the vibes. Let's see what it says in here. Courage, persistence, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for the worst, pessimism. Yeah. And you can see how like tired this dude is, because he's been carrying all these wands straight up a hill and he's like, I'm tired of this, grandpa. And the universe is like, well, that's too damn bad. That's the Nine of Wands. And again, it's that almost there energy, but you're almost there. Resilience. You got to keep going. Even though we're tired, we're like, like, I know I'm so close, but like, you got to keep going. You got to have faith, perseverance, you know, that North Star energy. We can do this. I believe in us, friends, because, you know, what happens at the end of Princess and the Frog? Instead of just having, you know, the restaurant of her dreams, she also finds like the love of her life. Like she has it all. You know, the Nine of Wands is like, you're almost there to it all. So don't give up yet, you know? What else do we need to know? Whoa, is that the Ace of Cups? Yes, it is the Ace of Cups just flying on out. We got another ace here. We love to see it. The Queen of Swords here as well with the King of Swords. Again, boundaries, bringing that sword down, communicating clearly. You know, you can see here she has the sword in one hand and then her other hand is outstretched. It's because even though she is setting boundaries and like cutting out what no longer serves her, she also has a hand open to receive. And that's the kind of energy that we need to be in. You know, while again, like I kind of was talking about at the beginning of this, where we're having those things maybe taken from us, those things that no longer serve us, or just being like snatched away. The trash is taking itself out, you know what I mean? Like anything that has been negative for us, the universe is like, nah, you can't have it anymore. And, you know, we need to be the Queen of Swords and being like, okay, like cutting it off. All right. You know, I hear you, universe. Let me just cut it off. But we're not cutting ourselves off completely. We're cutting out those things so we can receive better things, right? It's almost making me think of like the concept of when you're like growing a garden and you have to like trim the dead things off of like bushes and plants and stuff so new growth can happen. Kind of same concept there. We're not cutting ourselves off from everything, right? We still want to receive good things and stuff like that, but there is a kind of balance there of like cutting things off and then receiving. And the Ace of Cups, like for sure, receiving all the love. You know, you can see the cup is overflowing there. I just want to see what it says. Love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, marriage. Yeah, all the good things. Cups is our suit of love. But I think that, again, this card, you know, these are kind of like tarot flashcards, so it's like the basics. And yeah, while it can be, again, love, marriage, proposal, you know, baby, all the things that are listed on this card, it can also be self-love. It can also just be your cup overflowing from friends. It's just emotional fulfillment, happiness, you know, all good things. And we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So, like, we love to see it. And the Four of Swords. Yeah. You know, if, like, with all this, like, passionate energy and the need to, like, move forward in this graduation energy, don't forget to take that time for yourself, to rest, to renew yourself. You know, the Four of Swords is also I don't want to say a lonely card. It literally says solitude on here. Retreat, recuperation, contemplation. Yeah, like with this fire Venus energy and, you know, Mars and Gemini, we could be feeling the urge to, you know, get really social and really, like, you know, out there. And I don't know about y'all, but like I can only do that like once a week and then I shut down. Like we went to my friend's birthday party on Friday and I'm still recovering from that. I'm still like, I'm so tired. Like I got max like one day of socializing in me. So don't forget to, again, have that balance. I think that's what that Knight of Pentacles is reminding us of like, you can't be all fire all the time, unfortunately. You do have to rest sometimes. And, you know, the rest helps us kind of, you know, recuperate and refocus and rejuvenate ourselves so we can keep moving forward. Because the Knight of Pentacles, again, slow and steady wins the race. It's a long journey. It's you know, the Nine of Wands, like we're almost there. Like it's a very long, tumultuous, is that how you say that? I can't remember. Journey. And we're going to need the strength and the energy to do it. So you got to rest. You got to rest, my friends. You got to take care of yourselves. And again, we had that Temperance card starting us off. Like you got to have balance. Now this deck is one of my favorites. It's almost like a Magic 8-Ball deck where it does have yes or no answers, but it's kind of like an oracle deck. It's very interesting. So I want you to take a moment to think of any question you might have. You don't have to put in the comments or anything, you know, just think about it. We're going to get some answers. Now remember that this is not the end all be all. If you get a no when you wanted a yes, maybe it's for somebody else, but just my best advice is to listen to how it makes you feel. If you get a no when you wanted a yes, maybe yes is the answer. You know, use your intuition when it comes to these kind of yes or no sort of things. And sometimes it doesn't even say yes or no. It says like other things. So think of a question and we're going to get some answers. What do we need to know? Literally the one that fell out says shuffle and pull again. Don't mind if I do. Again, it's like the Magic 8-Ball or like the Magic Conch in SpongeBob. Like maybe someday. Or try asking again later. Or like when Squidward keeps pulling on it and it's like, no. Like it just keeps telling him no. Anyways, what do we need to know? I am but a endless vessel of SpongeBob references, my friends. Go deeper. Okay. Like, all right. That's what she said. Anyways, continue manifesting this. Yeah, whatever it is, keep working on it. You know, there is definitely this energy of like, keep going. Again, almost there. Keep working on it. Don't give up yet. Not yet, but it's coming. I literally just said, don't give up yet. And it said, not yet, but it's coming. I'm pretty sure we pulled this last week as well. This, you know, there's a lot of cards in this deck and I keep getting the same answers. So not yet, but it's coming. Reflect further on the outcome. Again, lots of cards. There's no, are we going to get a definitive? Yeah, this is the card that I love out of this deck. I was like, are we going to get a definitive yes or no? But this is my favorite card in this deck. It says a sign of success. So whatever it is, you will be successful. You know, this card is literally the first card that I pulled when I got this deck. I opened it and like the cards kind of fell everywhere. And this was the only one that was like face up. And I was like, nice. And then I pulled it like 17 times. after that. I mean, this deck again has like a ton of cards in it, and I just kept pulling this one over and over and over and over again, and I have been very successful. So I'm just saying I love to see it. I think that is it for the energy, the astrology, the tarot of this week, my friends. So we're gonna go back to a little yoga class. Again, the yoga is totally optional. You can skip it. But I hope you enjoyed. Again, let me know if this reading resonated in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Again, I put these out every week. I also do new moon and full moon yoga for free here, and tarot readings free here on my channel. And then if you want more, I have a membership here. Just hit that join button. We do live tarot, live yoga, live new moon and full moon workshops. I have witchcraft and wellness courses available. I have witchcraft and wellness retreats available. I also do personal readings. So everything will be linked in the description box below. Let's go do some yoga. All right, my friends, let's get our yoga on for this week. So we're going to stay pretty low to the ground, just to tap into that upcoming full moon in Capricorn energy, that Saturn retrograde energy. I have my lovely assistant Jack here. We're going to hope that he behaves for this class. But yeah, we're going to keep it grounded. We're going to get into the throat and the heart because, we have Mars moving into Gemini. That's that throat chakra energy. And then we have the Sun in Cancer, Mercury and Venus in Leo. That's that heart energy. So we're going to just like open ourselves up a little bit and then stay grounded. That's kind of the vibe. So you can find yourself in an easy seated position. Now remember that easy seated position means something different for everyone. So you can sit with your legs crossed like me. You can extend your legs. You can sit on a pillow, a block, a bolster, a blanket, whatever feels right and good for you and your body. Once you're there, maybe take some time to scooch out some goodness out from underneath you. Feel those sit bones on the mat. And so we're in our easy seated pose. We're just gonna take some time to breathe here for a moment. So you can have your palms facing down to get grounded. You can have your palms facing up to receive. You can do a little as above, so below action, one up, one down. Listen to your body. Everything I say is an option, not an order, so do what feels good. And we're gonna get into this, y'all. So when you're ready, you can start to bring your awareness to your breath. Just taking some time to settle into your mat, to your space. We're not changing anything about our breath just yet. We're just noticing as it goes in and out. It's using our breath as a tool to bring us to the right here, the right now, this present moment, to our mats. And maybe you start to notice what happens in the body as you breathe. So on the inhale, maybe the shoulders rise, the chest expands, the belly expands, taking up space. And on the exhale, a gentle release, a gentle relaxing. You can deepen and lengthen these inhales and exhales. And when you're ready, we'll gently start to invite in some movement here. So we're going to inhale center, exhale, drop our right ear over to our right shoulder, gently encouraging this left shoulder down, just feeling that stretch in the left side of the neck. And then you can inhale center, exhale left ear to left shoulder now, maybe gently pressing down that right shoulder. And inhale, center, right ear to right shoulder once more. And maybe if you'd like a little more, you could take this left hand and push it down and away. So really encouraging that left shoulder down, like you're pressing your palm to push something away from you. Really feeling that stretch in the left side of your neck. And then inhaling center and exhale that left ear to the left shoulder. And same thing here, if you want to really push that right shoulder down, push that right hand down and away from you. The active palm. And then go ahead and inhale back to center and exhale, release. We're going to continue to get into this neck and throat here, that Gemini energy. So we're going to inhale here, exhale, drop the chin down to the chest. So we're just holding it here for a moment. Our chin is down to our chest. You can Push those shoulders down and back. Now I'm going to slowly start to shake my head no. So turning my head from side to side, really slowly, really exaggerated. My chin is still turned down towards my chest. And if there's anything you want to say no here to, kind of like how we talked about, anything that you're ready to close that door on, say no to it here. Say no, I don't want that anymore. I'm done. I'm closing that door. You can say it out loud, tap into that Gemini energy if you'd like. And then gently coming back to stillness, chin to chest. Now we're going to nod the head yes. So we're going to lift the chin, drop the head back. And then again, squeeze that chin into the chest. So slowly, really exaggerated, nodding your head yes. Get the whole body involved if you really want to. You can make these movements as big or small as you'd like. And if there's anything you'd like to say yes to here, go ahead. Anything you're inviting in, anything that you're open to receive, say yes to it here. That North Star, your dreams, your goals, your wishes. Now the next time your chin is to your chest, we're going to hold it there, and we're going to take our hands and we're going to interlace our fingers together. And then we're going to bring our hands right to the base of our skull, so right where our skull meets our neck. And we're just gently going to let gravity do its thing here. We're not pulling on it. Our chin is still tucked into our chest. We're just getting to the back of that cervical spine. And you can gently release that, keeping the fingers interlaced, lifting your chin. Now the backs of our hands are going to come up to underneath our chin. We're going to inhale here and exhale. Lift that chin up. Our elbows are wide and we're just gently pushing up on our chin. Now we're opening the throat. Breathing here for a moment. And a nice big inhale here. And exhale, release. Now, if you're sitting cross-legged, I encourage you just to take a moment to switch out those legs so the other leg comes on top, just so our sides stay even here. We're going to continue now to get into this heart. So we've gone into the neck, the throat a little bit. We're going to get into the heart. So first things first, we're going to reinterlace those fingers, and we're going to press our arms up to the ceiling. So we're pushing the tops of our hands up towards the ceiling, this little heart opener, chest opener here. You can also use a strap or a towel or a blanket here and press it up towards the ceiling. So we're pressing up, our arms up towards the ceiling, chin is lifted, chest is lifted, really getting into the heart, lengthening the spine. Now we're going to inhale here. Exhale, take a little side bend to the right and try to open up your chest to the ceiling with those arms staying pressed up. Inhale, center, exhale over to the left again, kind of turn your torso so you open up your heart to the ceiling. Inhale, center, exhale, you can release those hands down. Now we're going to inhale our arms up again. And on the exhale, we're bending into the elbows, goalposting or cactusing the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades behind us, lifting the chin, opening up the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, cactus arms, open up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. And last one here, inhale, reach. Exhale, really open the heart. Now we're going to inhale those arms up. On the exhale, drop that right hand down to the mat. Take a side bend over to the right. The left arm is staying up, extended over our heads, reaching over to the right. Now again, we're trying to keep that chest open to the ceiling. Press this left hip down, breathing into this left side body. Now on the next inhale, we're going to pull this left arm back, bending into the elbow, opening that heart even more. And on the exhale, we're reaching this left arm forward and like we're threading the needle under the right. So we're not threading all the way, but we're kind of almost taking that twist, opening up the back of the heart. Inhale to open the chest to the ceiling again. Exhale, twist and round forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist and round. Last one here. Inhale, open. And exhale, twist and round. Now we're going to inhale, open up to center. Exhale, switch sides. So now our left hand comes down. Our right arm comes up and over, taking that side bend over to the left. Again, I'm pressing this right hip down, reaching over to the left, trying to keep my heart open to the ceiling. Breathing into this right side body. Now I'm going to inhale, pull this right arm back, opening up the heart a little more. Exhale, round forward, and twisting that arm, threading the needle. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist and round. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we come back to center. And exhale, release. Now we're going to gently transition to our hands and knees. So take your time, move in with intention. Coming to the hands and the knees. So a nice little tabletop position here. Shoulder, elbow, wrist are stacked. Hips are stacked over the knees. Now the first thing we're going to do here is a little something called lion's breath. Now, it does feel a little funny, a little weird, but I wanted to tap into that Leo energy of like free expression. And you know, sometimes we have to get a little weird. So our lion's breath, what it looks like is you take a really big inhale in through the nose, and on the exhale, you exhale out through the mouth, your tongue comes out, and you roar like a lion. Now, I know it sounds silly, so let me demonstrate. So we inhale in, and we exhale lion's breath out. Jack's like, what the heck are you doing? We're going to do it together, okay? So we're going to do that 3 times together. I want you to just let loose, you know, be as loud and as weird as you want. You know, imagine you're on Pride Rock and you're just a lion roaring, you know what I mean? So we're going to do 3 of those. So we take a nice big inhale in through the nose. Lion's breath out. Inhale in through the nose. Lion's breath, exhale out. Last one, biggest yet, really big inhale in. Hi, Jack, you gonna do it with me? Lion's breath, exhale out. All right, you can allow your breath to return to normal. And we're gonna flow through some cat-cows here. Hello, baby, I love you. He's like so in love. I know. We just lost his brother a couple months ago, so he's very attached to me. So we're gonna flow through some cat-cows here. We're going to inhale, lift the chin, open the heart, arching the back, sticking that booty out. And exhale, we're going to round, tuck the chin to chest, doming out the shoulders, really pressing the back of the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale to open up. And exhale to round. Now you can do 5 to 7 more of these on your own breath, linking your breath to your movement. Find your flow and do what feels good here. You can continue to take that lion's breath if you really liked how it felt. If you want to here, finding your flow, listening to your body. Now you can finish up your last round, returning to a neutral spine. I'm going to give you two options here. Option one is you can continue that cat-cow flow. Option two, if you'd like to take an extended cat-cow flow, what that is a child's pose instead of our cat, and then a high cobra instead of our cow. So what it looks like is we inhale for a high cobra, lifting the chin, opening up the heart, pressing the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then we exhale to a child's pose and find that flow. Now again, you can stick with the good old-fashioned cat-cow. Listen to your body, and we're going to flow for 5 to 7 more breaths. So inhale for the heart opener, or for your cow pose, or for your cobra. And then exhale for the cat, or for the child's pose, or the counter pose. Continue to flow with your breath, opening up your heart. Now you can finish up this last round, and we're all going to find a child's pose together. So if you haven't already, widening the knees as wide as the mat to honor and make space for the belly and thighs, sinking those hips down to the heels, and then walking those arms out, dropping yourself all the way down to the mat. This is our balasana, our child's pose, super grounding. Now this is where I'm going to leave you, my friends. I encourage you to stay here for about 5 to 10 breaths, just breathing deeply, taking this moment for yourself. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.